It's Yada. You ain't know? Listen, if you hear any noise or voices in the background, if you can have the willpower, disregard it. All right. So I'm gonna drop these gems and see what y'all, you feel me, y'all do with it. What y'all, you feel me? So, well, I just kind of, it's really raining real a lot outside, and I still like, I kind of got out the shower, but then I was like, then I had some stuff, and I was like supposed to like put it on my hair before I shampoo and stuff, so because I got all my like oils and conditioning lotions and stuff. So I was like, oh man, I gotta let this sit in for like 1 to 3 hours apparently. So here's the little thing. Okay, so this may be look, this this was brought to my attention. Okay, this, you feel me? And and so I'm gonna let y'all know about maybe what y'all may not have known. Okay, and you feel me? And I said, you feel me? You do with the information what you can. You feel me? I'm making the best out of the information that was brought to me because I had a, you feel me, a certain type of experience in everything, and it was trying to be a nuisance. You feel me? So okay, so here we go. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, the more that y'all meditate, okay, I'd say meditate because there's different ways of meditation, and then there's something called being still. Okay, like when all your emotions like get out and everything, you be still. Okay, so that, you feel me, you can heal, and you get abilities, you get clarity, you feel me, you get gifts from the universe when you be still, because you're just being, and you're being still. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, the more that y'all actually be still and you meditate, the quicker the matrix collapses. You actually speed up the process, the faster it collapses. Okay, I'm just saying, and that was news to me. So I was like, whoa, oh, okay. So you feel me? The quicker the 3D collapses. Okay, here's the other thing. Okay, certain ones have been talked about, certain, you feel me, certain specific species. Okay, that has been brought to my attention in a sense that there is something called, you feel me, there's something there have been some nuisances of astral parasites, and also you would like to call, like, at first when I seen it a little bit, like when I told y'all about seeing something silhouette look like somebody in, okay, some, you feel me, certain ones have been astral projecting, and certain things are supposed to be called shadow beings. Okay, they were like trying to keep certain ones in a certain matrix so they could feed off of them. Okay, those are the, you feel me, if you had like a lot of narcissistic thoughts, okay, very just dark thoughts or whatever they're trying to project onto you. Basically, they're trying to like invisibly trying to take over your body. Okay, if you ever seen somebody move, or you didn't know why you did certain gestures, like, like impulses, like it's impulsive, or you ever, you feel me, seen some individuals or some videos where it looked like somebody was getting graped from the back while they were just laying. Okay, that was, you feel me, most likely either a shadow being or someone astral projecting. Okay, the thing is, the industry has been trying to keep this hush hush. That's how they've been trying to hush certain ones up with money, because they were trying to conjure up things. Okay, the industry were trying to feed certain demonic entities, conjure up and feed certain demonic entities, and play with some things from other lower parallel universes. Okay, that's why the CERN was closed and everything. It had to be closed. Well, was closed because so many individuals were basically raising their vibration. A lot of individuals, a lot of y'all been meditating, being still, getting out in nature. Okay, listen. The thing is, the more you raise your vibration, those shadow beings and the astral parasites, they can't attach to you. You mess up their program. Okay. The thing is to be committed. Don't keep adding fuel to the fire. Just stay positive. Okay, and tough. You feel me? Always transmute your you feel me? If you have a negative thought, transmute it to positive, constructive, you feel me? And then just be still. Sometimes, you feel me, you just don't argue, you feel me, and just listen to your breath. Okay. The thing is, they've been trying to feed off a certain one's energy, and if you have light, a certain type of light, they'll, you feel me, certain species will try to send them over to you, because, you feel me, you're almost trying to break out the matrix, and basically they'll send those kind of shadow beings or astral parasites to you to try to attempt to bring you down so you don't break through. Okay, because then if you break through, you have control over your life, and you can be your own creator, and you don't have to depend on the matrix. Okay, they don't want that. Okay, so the thing is, be still. Okay, I'm just saying it's essential. And as you are being still and everything, the universe also rewards you. So as, you feel me, they're trying to latch on to you. The more that you be still and meditate, and you just keep raise your vibration as many times throughout the day. You feel me? Sometimes like get up, like, you feel me, about 2 to because you got to know, like 3 and 4, between 2:30 and 4-5. You feel me? About 6:15 a.m. They're roaming, though they're roaming, okay, and they're trying to catch individuals sleeping. They're trying to catch y'all when y'all sleep, and trying to lay over you and stuff like that. If you ever seen like those invisible, you feel me, entity on movies and stuff like that, where they kind of like lay or something, they trying to, you feel me, they're trying to take over your body. However, they're trying to keep you in a narcissistic state and keeping you not wanting to feel worthy. They don't want you to feel like you can even get supernatural abilities. Okay, they're trying to feed on you by projecting that narcissistic stuff, and then once you continue to do that, they try to feed off of that. That's why I said you gotta, you feel me, you feel me, just know the universe is going to reward you. The more you raise your frequency, you get your spiritual inheritance. You get your powers, okay? And they are going to try to hold on to you, okay? Just you gotta get grit. You feel me? You can't be moved. Like when, you feel me, even though it be raining, them trees, some of them trees ain't budging. You feel me? They cause I've been through this a long time. You feel me? Now, you feel me? Before, if you don't, you feel me, you don't break. Don't break. Okay? Just, you feel me, don't give in. Okay? Because then they'll, you feel me, try to attach to you. And certain ones will try to do a certain thing and try to, how could I say, grape you, and then try, because they have been after males a lot too. That's why some of the males been like, you feel me, kind of feminine and everything and stuff. And they do attach women and certain females and stuff like that. Okay, they only, supposedly they say 80% of women, females, turn into Jezebels. I'm just letting you know the math. Okay, so I'm just letting you know, like, certain women like think they, you feel me, they beauty and all that, and they'll basically try to turn you into a whole Jezebel. You should probably look that up. Okay, I'm just saying, because you ain't get your power. You ain't get your power. You feel me? You got to go to Mother Earth and then you got to get your Empress, your divine Empress. You got to get your Empress energy. Okay, because you don't have to pass yourself around like that. You don't. Okay, I'm just saying, like, you know, even though I could have you anytime. The thing is, you giving yourself to everybody else. You giving yourself to a lot of men. You feel me? But then you try to give yourself the money, which you do know, like, you can't worship two masters. You know that, right? So if you're doing anything for money, guess what? Money is your master. If you're doing anything for cigarettes, cigarettes is your master, because you're gonna give things over to that. Okay? If you, whatever you doing a lot, you feel me? I give myself to nature. I worship nature. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. What are y'all worshiping? You keep doing anything for what? And what you say you can't have enough of, what is that you, because that's who you worship. That's you. I'm just saying, like, so you feel me? Any little habits or whatever, you feel me? There is a thing about lusting, okay? Lust ain't always, you feel me? Lusting is a means to an end. You know, once you do it, you like, oh, I'm good. Oh, no, you feel me? So you got to know like what lusting is. You can lust for car if you're doing anything for your car or anything for some kind of material thing. That material thing is your God. It's your, well, basically it's your master. It's got control over you. That's why I'm saying you're supposed to detach from that, because when you detach from all that and you meditate, you be still basically, you feel me? And you get fed from the source is gonna bring you all that and more. A lot of money, you feel me? A lot of material, a lot of all that is gonna come to you because you're not attached to it. You feel me? You don't need it. You feel me? You keep, you feel me, wanting to get in a relationship with everybody else. However, you don't even have a relationship with yourself. You got to know yourself where you know what a good relationship is. You keep wanting them to make you happy. You got to be happy first. If they step out and said they leaving, okay, you should. I'm about to meditate. All right, just make sure you don't leave no don't try to leave no dark black magic items up in here, and try to leave no cursed items in here if you're gonna leave. Okay, I love you. All right. However, you gotta love yourself. I'm just being honest. We're in that state because certain ones are trying to use certain individuals to get to you, to keep your energy to where you gotta try to depend on them. That's another source of energy. That's another food for them, certain lower entities to eat. That's why I'm saying be still as many times as you can and eat more good, eat more healthier, okay? And take walks out in nature, okay? So y'all can get y'all spiritual powers, okay? And you know, and check out the big map of you know what's beyond the ice walls, okay? Certain ones ain't gonna do this, okay? By the end of the day, since when you do your inner work, okay, guess what? They're gonna be like, oh, they're gonna be wishing they did it, okay? So anywho, I love y'all. Find something safe to